Hello friends, I'm Dee, about to react to this vid. It's titled Black Man Tried to Come for Black Women and Other Men Put Him in His Place. Okay, so apparently this video went viral on TikTok. It's of a black guy who is putting down black women in one way or another, and a lot of other men spoke out in defense of black women and made videos of their own in response to his and put him in his place. I was like, okay. I don't know exactly what he says, but a couple people sent me this and said I should check it out, and said that they read him down. So we're going to see exactly what he says and what they have to say. So let's watch.
Since we're on the topic of race today, I want to know why a group that calls themselves queens, bad bitch, boss bitches, independent, and yes, I'm referring to black females. Can someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset and so mad at the world? I just want to know.
Already, you're making these crazy generalizations. When people generalize to this degree, it just makes me look at you like you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You know every black woman in the world? To be like, why are black women like this? It's like, those are the black women that you're around. Why are you speaking for all of them? And you're black yourself. Just wild.
I'm just curious.
So it's one of those videos, we've had things like this said over and over again, right? He's not going to be the first. At this point, they're starting to sound like a broken record when they say stuff like this.
She's like giving her commentary, I guess.
And me why they seem to be the most upset.
That introduction was insane. Wow. Not gonna lie, that was shady as hell. Backhanded as. Am I sensing animosity? You got personal beef with black women we need to know about? Because listen, that was a biased ass tone. But anyways, you're a grown man. You're a grown black man. If you don't know why black women will be mad at the world, if you don't understand why black women will be justified in how they feel towards the world, I feel like it's too late for you. You don't know because you don't want to know. This is not a question you should be asking.
That was a
reasonable question you asked. And like I said, your tone of voice and how you ask that, you don't sound like somebody who's genuinely curious or wants to know.
Yeah,
but that's just me though. But yeah, buddy, you wild low key for that. You wild.
I feel like a person like that, you can't change their mind. So it's like, hey, think what you like.
You do not follow black women on social media. They talk about this all the time. How they feel and why they feel it. Literally on Twitter, Instagram, any social media platform, they are on there explaining about it every single day. Do not have friends that are black women, because my black women friends talk about this kind of stuff pretty frequently. It's a pretty simple concept to grasp. You have a sister, a mother, a grandmother, or do they talk about this stuff? If they do you listen? So this is like one of them questions where somebody looks at you like you're stupid because you could have Googled it. Because you should have already knew the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, if somebody did tell you, a black woman told you, because they're the only ones that can really answer this question for you in entirety, most accurately, I don't think you would listen. It's giving you would argue.
Absolutely.
You would debate. But that's just me.
So upset and so mad at the world.
Because as Malcolm X said, the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. You think your opinion is more important than Malcolm X? For you as a black man to have a black mama, a black grandmama, a black great-grandmama, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Talk to them about their experiences and then ask that stupid-ass question to them. They mad because niggas like you exist. They mad because the reason you exist is somewhere in your male lineage somebody wasn't shit. Y'all look at them and tell them to make better choices instead of looking at your partners and telling them to check their whack-ass behavior. And before one of you clowns even think it, I grew up with a father and a mother. Black men, if you want to date elsewhere, just go on and do that shit and quit making excuses. My cousin Dante said it best. I don't want no submissive-ass woman. That sounds like slave to me. And whichever one of us is playing quarterback, the other one is playing wide receiver to make sure this shit called life happens. Out of here, dog.
Someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset.
I'm not going to lie, even considering this question is proof that you don't really care what we're going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. What we're not going to do is police black women for reacting the way they react to the trauma that we place on them every single day in this world. What we're not going to do is dismiss the fact that there's always been a racial totem pole in this country, and in this country, black women have always been near the bottom, at the bottom of that totem pole. What we're not going to do is ask black women why they're mad at the world when they have to come online and see other black men asking why they're upset about the state of the world that they have to live in. Other black men coming online and saying they're queens and bad bitches.
And what also makes it so weird is like black women and black men have similar struggles. Obviously, they are different in many ways, but they have a lot of the same struggles. So that makes it even more weird for him to get on camera, show his black ass face, and ask this question to other black ass women. Like, what? That's
calling them
embarrassing.
Females, derogatory, and just overall just looking at them like they're dispensable. What we're not going to do is look at ourselves as being over black women and therefore operating as oppressors when we're trying to stop being the oppressed. And what we're not going to do is ask black women to be nicer in a world that has no intentions of being kind to them. Thank you.
Why they seem to be the most upset.
Hi, yeah, didn't we go to middle school together? I remember you.
Oh.
You and your homeboys would spend your time ranking all of the black girls from hottest to least hottest, and guess what order it just happened to so be in? It was from like light skinned to dark skinned. I remember one day there was a storm at school and the lights turned off, and maybe not you, but one of your friends were like, "Where did Tasha go?" And she was the darkest skinned girl, and all of the boys laughed. It's neither here nor there. I'm sure you've grown since middle school. It seems like the self-hatred call is calling from the other side of the line that's still in the same house. I don't hear about Asian men shitting on Asian women like this. I don't hear about white men shitting on white women like this. Any other race does not do it like y'all do.
So mad at the world.
Not her clocking
Man,
you
woman,
from middle
big
school.
baby. Man leaves to go get milk, never come back. Woman raise family by herself. Son see mom do everything, think mom superhero. Daughter see man do nothing, think men useless. Woman work 2 jobs, make sure kid no die of starvation. Women carry family, women become strong. But women tired of being
He said, "Let
strong
me dumb
all the
this down
time.
for you."
Black man tell system don't hurt us. Black women tell system don't hurt men. Women tell men don't hurt us. Men buy all microphones, make podcasts, tell women choose better. Black men say, I lead community. We say, community in shambles. Black men say, you know me, baby. Black women become strong to live. Black men say, you too hard. In Colombia, they treat me like Usher. Boy grow up to be absent like dad. Girl grow up to be independent like mom. Women raise community. Men kick feet up, say community suck. So women ask help. And men say, hold on, I spin block real quick. And you know, sometimes you just gotta break it down like that for them.
So mad at the world.
Very good.
Honestly, I'm not even mad at the world. I'm really just mad at black men that keep asking this stupid ass question. Excuse me? Ain't we black together? Are we agreeing to be ignorant against one another? What I won't do as a black woman is ask a black man why he feels the way he feels against a system that was literally strategically designed to literally put him into the ground.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
At some point, we expected y'all to fuck get it together. And one thing I'm gonna do forever is protect the black man. I came from a black man. I have a black man. I birthed a black man. I'm not asking no stupid ass questions. Baby, we gonna march till the cows come home for you, baby. For you, black king. Are you gonna do the same?
Absolutely not.
From the black females.
He ain't doing shit.
Can someone enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset?
Someone tagged me in this video and said that this man had a question. I don't find a question in this video. I just find a black man furthering the narrative that black women are angry.
Exactly.
That's all I see.
You don't want no
Because
shit.
if this man really wanted to know why black women are how they are, I'm assuming based on his proximity to black women, such as his mother, his aunt, sisters, or cousins, that he could just ask them. But he doesn't really care to understand. So instead of answering the question, I'm going to turn it back on him and ask him to tell me, why are men so angry? Why are they the leaders in violent crimes statistically? Why do they fill our penitentiaries because of violent crimes? Take women by force. Why are men the number one consumers of trafficked children? Why are they the head of every war? And as soon as that man answers those questions for me, I think that our answers will become self-explanatory. But in the meantime, we don't gotta answer the shit.
Period.
Enlighten me why they seem to be the most.
Listen,
I know
that
you didn't ask
person.
this question in good faith, but I'm going to answer it in good faith nonetheless. In a room full of selfish liars, only one person is forced to tell the truth and then is hated for it. That is the essence of why black women are mad. Think about this for just a second. Who protects them? Who? Who speaks? Who puts their reputation on the line to speak for them? Who? Who? White women? Get the fuck out of here. White women will use black women for their strength, for their courage, for their voice, and for white women's own devices, and then they will discard them. Other women of color will look their nose down on them, as if somehow being born here or born over there, not born in America, and not having to put up with the shit that black women have to put up with makes them better. White men use them almost to demonize them. The welfare queen, baby mama, single motherhood, they are the reason and rationale for everything that goes bad in the black community. And then there's us. Not all of us, but a lot of us. We're supposed to be fighting shoulder to shoulder. But what are we doing? What are we doing? We're using them, discarding them, abusing them, killing them, impregnating them, running the fuck out, blaming them for every fucking thing we fucked up. So who protects them? Think about this for just a second. Who is it in every election ends up voting for the conscience of America? Black women. Why? Because they realize they don't have the luxury of voting for their own best interest. They have to vote for the best interest of everyone around them. They do this year after year, election after election, day after day. And what do they get for it? Ridiculed, used, abused, discarded, treated like shit, used to demonize other people. It's a thankless fucking job being a black woman. And maybe if the rest of us sat the down, shut the up and listened. Black women have been trying to tell us this shit for decades. We just have not chose to listen.
Why they seem to be the most upset?
They're not. I don't know why you would think that. Maybe they're upset just at the way you're dressed, but like, this is a common thing that we see on social media all the time and on TikTok. I don't understand it. Like, you're black too. Like, why are you coming at your own? I don't get it. They call themselves queens and bad bitches and all that kind of stuff is because they get shade thrown at them all the time by their own men. And despite all of that bullshit that they have to deal with, they still have the strength to be these bad bitches and be gorgeous and amazing and strong and, you know, all the things that I really admire about them. So, does this help? Sometimes independence is a very, very beautiful quality too.
Imagine being the sole reason why species even exists and being the most unprotected. Imagine carrying somebody for 9 months and damn near die giving birth to them, for them to refer to you just as your biological organs. Imagine a large amount of the men in your community making it a safe space for other people of different communities to talk bad on you. I scrolled down your page for about 10 seconds and already saw you're one of those black TikTokers who just puts down the black community for their own fame.
Oh, wow.
And you're weirdo. It's for you and literally anyone else who does this shit on TikTok, because there's a handful of y'all. Go help raise up these black boys. Go help raise up these black girls. Stop adding more negative shit and giving white people a safe space to talk about black people. They'll be trying to keep people who lynch you if it was still legal. Actually, even though it is illegal, they still do lynch black people. But that's another story for another day. I don't believe in beating children, but your mom should have whooped your ass.
Enlighten me why they seem to be the most upset.
I do not know, nor have I seen these upset black women that you speak of, but I disregarded your question completely when you referred to black women as black females. What I suggest, just from my black women perspective, is that you mind the business that does or does not pay you, since you are on the passenger side of your best friend's ride trying to holler at us. Your priorities just seem a little bit skewed. We're doing fine over here. Bye-bye then.
So with everything that everyone has...
Bye-bye then. Very interesting hearing their perspectives. But more than anything, I'm just happy to see the unity, honestly. Because there's so much division amongst men and women, period, online. But it really breaks my heart to see black men and black women go at it online. It's like, bro, we all in the same boat. It's just really sad to see them go at each other. So it was just nice to, you know, see them come together and shun this type of self-hating behavior, because that's all it is. How are you as a black ass man getting online to talk shit about black people and feeding into this narrative that, oh yeah, black people are angry? Like, you're doing yourself a disservice as well, dummy. You're just making all black people look bad. It's just really sad. But yeah, I was also going to speak on what the last chick said. Like, I'm not around angry black women. So it's just like, what circles are you running in? That says a lot more about you, in my personal opinion, because I'm not around women who are just going off on people all the time and just angry and like, what? But even if you are around those type of women who are upset, you know, with their current position in society, it's like, I mean, it's like, can you blame them? I'm not saying that black women are all victims or whatever the case, but we do definitely face a lot of injustices that are very specific to us. So it's just so weird for you to get on this goddamn platform and just be like, what's wrong with y'all? You should be happy. Why you so mad, bitch? Like, what? It also made me think of all of the times I've been told to smile by black men. Obviously, not all black men have this point of view, but it just makes me think, like, you just look at me and just automatically assume that I'm angry, and you're telling me smile, you should smile. And I'm like, what? And I fucking hate that with a passion. This just actually recently happened to me like a week ago with someone who lives in my apartment building. I get on the elevator and he's just like, oh, smile. And I was like, you smile. I was like, do you see men and tell them to smile? And he was like, hell no. I'm like, okay, well, why are you telling me to smile? And mind you, I'm fucking chilling. I just got back from the gym. I'm actually in good spirits. I'm feeling good, but I'm just chilling. I'm not walking around cheesing, looking like a psychopath all day. I just step into the elevator, minding my business, chilling, you know, thinking about, what I'm about to eat when I get upstairs. And he like, smile. I'm like, what? But you feel me? My response probably in his head, he think, oh, look at her, she angry. Nobody angry. You just fucking with me unprovoked. I'm minding my goddamn business. So I feel like some people, they want to see anger in black women because, like one of the guys mentioned, it's like you want an excuse to date outside of your race. You want an excuse to not like black women. So it's like you're trying to feed this narrative, and it's really sad. But anyway, this was nice to hear their points of views on the situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!